All right, then. Welcome to the review slash discussion of Attack on Titan episode 77, final season episode 18, final season part 2, episode 2, however you want to pronounce it. Where we're just going to have I wouldn't even say it's literally a review or in depth discussion or whatever. We just take a look at back at the episode and talk about some interesting points and whatnot. So, yeah, if you like stuff like that, stick around. We can have a look at it and, yeah. Let's go. Why do you think? Yeah. So yeah, we saw this from last episode, right? The whole thing about Mikasa and Eren probably might have lied about it, but we know the whole Akaman thing as well. But yeah, she's starting to. She thinks it's not her own will, which in my opinion is just like if you feel that way, that's how you feel. That's you, man. Eren put some stuff in her head, and now she's doubting herself. So let me just get the volume down. And this is where the part where I might start to agree with where I might agree with Armin. Think about it, right? We know Eren, right? We know Eren from the first 3 seasons. Now it's sure and people can change, right? There's like a radical it was like a radical change. It'll be understandable. Not okay, I won't say understandable, but Eren might have seen something, or Zeke might have, or whatever Zeke or Yelena told him something could have changed him, and he thinks like this is the only way to save everyone, stuff like that. It's possible, right? But if you look at the first 3 seasons, Eren, he would never ever do something like this. Like I said, you guys honestly think Eren wants to stop Eldians from having children, go along with Yelena's plan and stuff. And like I said, this is Eren we're talking about. Sure, yeah. And I've been hating on Eren in part 1 of the final season because of everything that he did, and fairly so, killing innocent people, all that stuff, being one of the causes of Sasha's death, all that stuff, everything he's been doing. He was technically a sociopath, but there's a possibility, even though that's not going to make up for it, but there's a possibility that was all a cover, and he never intended to go along with Yelena and Zeke because he doesn't believe in that, what they want to do. And he has another plan, but he's just making them seem like he's their ally, and so they believe he's his ally, right? So there's still what Armin said. There's still this possibility, where they think he's going to do this plan, everything. He's going to touch Zeke and whatnot, and then he's going to initiate something else. He's not going to do euthanization plan, whatever that is, or if it's the rumbling, we don't know. It might even be the rumbling because the opening, everything, it's about the rumbling. They keep mentioning it as well, and I don't know. Yeah, it's Eren, yeah, exactly. So they ask, why doesn't he oppose Zeke or Yelena? Like Armin said, because he doesn't have to, technically. The Founding Titan's power is ultimately his to use. Which comes back to my point, like, there's nothing they can do to stop him when they activate the power, right? It's his to use. So as long as he touches Zeke, then he has to activate whatever plan. Once they touch and they can't stop whatever plan he initiates, he can just then and there decide, okay, I'm going to do the rumbling, I'm going to do this, instead of the euthanization plan. How will they stop him? Because it's his to use. Unless Zeke has some secret way they didn't tell him that Zeke can use it. But I don't know about that one. We'll have to see. Yeah, when Yelena brought up the idea to him, he had no other choice. There's always a choice, but yeah. Who knows what Yelena would have done. See, so Armin does make some sense. So there's still that 50-50. I can't say for sure, but I've got a feeling, sort of a feeling now, listening to Armin this past episodes, that Eren might not go through the euthanization plan, and he's been scheming against them all along. And why he would do all of this, the Jaegerists, all that nonsense, and that whole discussion in the room he had with Armin and Mikasa is to protect them or not get them involved, and he wants to save them. So maybe, I don't know. Remember what the owl said as well about wanting to save Mikasa and Armin, even though why on earth does he know their names already? Which goes back to another point which we're not going to bring up in this discussion, but something that happens in the very first episode which gives hints to how this could end or what is actually happening, because how did the owl know about Armin and Mikasa, right? And Aaron mentioned in the first episode, it sounded like he woke up from a long dream, and so I'm not even gonna go into that. That's a whole nother theory, but you could sort of put the pieces of the puzzle together, right? So, yeah. But if he goes wrong with it and convinces him he's their ally, which he might have done, it's not impossible. You can protect the island with the rumbling. So yeah, like I said, who knows what he wants to do, whatever it is, but the rumbling is still that option of the rumbling is still there. Even the opening is, rumbling, so who knows, we might actually see the rumbling, so that's actually Aaron's plan. I see, yeah. Jean has actually been saying that Aaron's dangerous since they were cadets. That is very true. So he envied him, and yeah, he wants to still save him. Don't want him to die just yet. And Connie as well, yeah, they can't slug him in the face if he dies like that. Yeah, because, yeah, everything that he did, even though in the end of the day, if it's maybe for the greater good or the trick Yelena and Zeke, it's still pretty terrible what he did, and I can't agree with it. I think it's why did he push us away? Yeah, it's probably to keep them from getting involved or whatnot, or Aaron wants to like sort of maybe cut ties with everyone, so there's no like even suspicion that he could be going against the plan or something. But then they brought this up. Let me finally be free. Unless Armin thinks that maybe just wants to do this all alone. I don't know what Armin's trying to. Could what be? Is he trying to do it all by himself? I don't know. He probably said that to make believe. Yeah, the headache stuff, the Ackerman stuff. Yeah, don't let it get in your head right now. Just focus on the current task. But now they're going in and trying to help Eren again. They're taking a huge gamble now because on the other side, what if Eren is actually for this whole plan and going along with Yelena and Zeke? And then they're helping them, but so they're taking a huge gamble. They after everything that he did, they're actually trusting him that he actually has another plan and whatnot. So yeah. And then they talk about Willie's Tiber's sacrifice. We need a new hero. Who's that new hero going to be? It's not the Jaegerists. It's not Eren. I wouldn't see that as hero. Everything that he's done. It's not freaking Paradise Island. It's not Marley, that's damn for sure as well. So who the hell is this new hero going to be? Where's? I forgot about Historia. Yeah, the whole thing with having a child and all that stuff, and that might still be part of the plan or something as well. Because it didn't seem like she wanted to do that by the look on her face. It wouldn't make sense as well. That will come into play as well, probably. Most likely. Yeah, Rainer just wants it to end. Fair enough, Rainer just wants everything to end. Everyone's suffered enough, but yeah. See, now, then on the one side they win, they take the founding titan. And then is Marley's or freaking ways of doing things going to change? So, is that even going to solve anything if the conflict ends like that? So, yeah, it's like I said at this point, like, what side do you pick? Yeah, Eren was still fighting hard, and he thought they had him, but he's still taking them out. Actually, you can actually see Eren show some emotion for a change here. He's been so cold and ruthless in part 1, and so cool, calm, and collected. This is the first time in a while we've seen him actually show some like emotion. He's actually putting his all into it for change. Yelena. Dude, Yelena freaked me out this episode. That scream though. Good thing that wasn't Zeke's. Yeah, there we go. And then out of nowhere, boom, the rocks. Freaking what everyone feared, Zeke actually showed up. Damn it. Even Eren's sort of surprised as well. Apparently there's only going to be 12 episodes. Like, I haven't read the manga, but will they be able to fit everything in 12 episodes? I read something that's interesting. It's not confirmed. Take it with a grain of salt. They're going to do 12 episodes and then finish it off with a movie, which would be pretty cool, especially if it's going to come to our cinemas again, like Demon Slayer did, and Sword Art Online and My Hero Academia. So we're gonna start seeing more anime films in our cinemas over here this side. So that's pretty cool. I'll go watch that for sure. Yep, and obviously Zeke's here, so he's just gonna rain terror with his freaking rocks and everything and take out the Zeppelins, whatever you want to call those. Yeah. Aaron obviously actually saw it. Now they've got Flock in his group. Idiots. And now he's gonna rain that freaking same terror he did back in the previous seasons with the freaking that rock terrain. So it's gonna be a massacre on this side now once again. Yeah, so Gabi and what is his name? Colt. Colt, right? Yeah. They're gonna try and go save Falco, leave the Titans to deal with the Titans, you know. Yeah, and Gabi's gonna go with. Yeah, so all these people still, yeah, they can't technically. They said to go fight, they can't technically go to the surface. If Zeke, well, Zeke is out commission now, but if Zeke screams, they're all gonna turn into Titans, including Falco. They need to get out of here, but it looks like they're going to fight. Yeah, they all got out. At least they could freaking settle this calmly, so they can let them go. Freed everyone. There's Shadows though. Doesn't look, well, they beat him up quite bad, but he doesn't look that bad at the moment at least. I guess it healed a bit, I don't know. Right. Not in that sort of a time, but anyway. Open up all the cells, there we go. Now Pix is there to lead as well, at the very least. I'm gonna give priority to those with black armbands, yeah. All those who track the enemies want to follow me, so here's a plan for all of them. Does he plan for them to just go all out and then get changed? No, but that wouldn't make sense. Because if you change, then Zeke can control them. If I'm not mistaken, right? So what are they going to do? And does this girl talk to Mikasa and whatnot? He's not even going to use the scarf. He's probably leaving it for after all this is done, and then she's gonna put it back on. Save him first, like he saved her previously, I guess. Already. Look at that shot right there. Dude, Yelena's a freak. Yeah. Zeke put down the ships, yep. They didn't expect Zeke. No one did. And she says that as a hand. I don't know about that, Yelena. I've got a feeling they're going to be betrayed at the last moment. I've got a feeling. Yep, Reiner and Orko can't even get close. And now they're saying, I think Reiner's the one that needs help. Like, exactly, like, at this point of time, who do you help? Who do you support? They should just stick to their little... Yeah, then it's all Levi thing. I just think Levi's still alive. Because why would Hanji not want them to check his pulse? Probably just barely alive, but... even though he looked pretty dead, but... yeah. Levi and Hanji. Beaten by Zeke. I wouldn't call it that. And then Armin played a lot. Yeah, it looks like Armin, yeah. Now Armin's trying to be on their side. Because they know Zeke and Eren shouldn't meet, you know. So now I think Armin's trying to play it smart, you know, they can sort of try and get their trust and make them think they're on their side now. So we don't have much choice. Only Zeke and Eren can save the world. Yep, he just went and said it. Help the Jaegers bring them together. Yeah, they act a little bit surprised. Okay, I think maybe they saw Yelena's face. Yeah, they saw Yelena's face. Holy shit. That gave me goosebumps in a bad way. That is terrifying. And then she just switches it up. Wow. Maybe that's the face of don't you dare betray us. Jeez. Yep, and there all of them, and yeah, there's Falco. Good on Nile though. Nile took him and yeah, just a child, all that stuff. Took him and just gave him to him. Gabi actually trusted them. He told him not to attack. Go home, yeah. Oh, they reunited at least. Why do you trust the enemy? Yeah, because she's learned not all of them are bad and not all of them are a bunch of devils. Molly's been brainwashing y'all. Yep, and then she heard it again. But then there's her as well that just wants to kill her. But yeah, no, like I said, that's her now, but not everyone's bad. So about killing Sasha. We're not gonna even go into that, like I said. Like I have a reaction where I went on a complete rant about that. People hating on Gabi for the wrong reasons and stuff like that, and how Eren is a huge part of the blame as well, where people fail to admit that and whatnot. But yeah, you know the whole thing about freaking you're invading another place, killing innocent people, just taking them down. People are obviously gonna try and get, which it's I don't condone revenge at all and stuff like that. But people's gonna try and get revenge or protect themselves or try to take you back out as well, stuff like that. So it was war. So no, I know it was Sasha, but you know still, not like she was innocent. She killed a bunch of them as well. She had to be prepared to die. Actually, like, they weren't any devils. Exactly. See, there was like a couple of episodes where I just wanted Gabi to open her eyes in that part 1. Exactly this. Her eyes are finally open now. They aren't all devils. Exactly. They were just people. Precisely. Finally understand, yeah. It's like Reiner came to realize as well when they were living here. We just decided these people were never, we never met with devils. Exactly, because Marley brainwashed you into believing that. And it's wrong. Same thing's over, yep. Continuing that cycle of hatred. There's the cage open now. She's finally free from those, from that cage, from those beliefs. Yeah, so he's blaming himself as well because he didn't know it was Eren and he leaded him down to Reiner and yada yada yada. Led to the slaughter and all that stuff. And then he just goes and pronounces this. I was like, okay, dude, the timing's wrong, but yeah, then again, still, he can turn into a Titan at any moment, so. He just came out and said it. Wow, Falco. I really want Falco. Just like I said previously, I want Falco to survive, and Falco's a real good kid. Throughout part 1, I kept saying this as well, and I've maybe said that maybe he might be the one to change everyone's beliefs or make them realize what everyone is doing is wrong and stuff like that. I really, really, really like Falco. Like I said that multiple times in part 1. So I want him to do good and survive. And hopefully we can talk some sense into everyone. He reminds me of Kobe from One Piece. Then when he blurted out that little speech before Akainu tried to take him out and Shanks arrived. That's what I'm thinking is maybe gonna happen with Falco. I don't know. Don't get near Eren. Yeah, so they are their little own group to get on the mission. So yeah, maybe they want to get close to Eren and maybe confirm first with him. Just make him confess and say, is he going to go along with the euthanization plan or is he going to do something else before they let him meet up with Zeke? Because like I said, it's still like 50-50. He might still do that other thing. So the euthanization plan instead of the rumbling or whatever it is he wants to do. But like I said, I have this feeling now that he's going to betray Yelena and Zeke. I've got that feeling. But then this is pretty good. This was sort of obvious to me. Like, just seeing the carcass of the Titans, like, that doesn't mean... No one saw the car Titan get taken out. She probably just climbed out. No one even mentioned or tried to assume that that's what happened. Because that is what happened. It stays behind and it disappears and then the bones go eventually and... Like, come on. Why even just assuming she met her end? Like, even before we saw that she's fine, I even said, like, nah, mate, she's fine. Because no one even saw who took her out. That doesn't even make sense. They let their guard down way too easily. And it led to that sneak attack, the title of the episode. Here we go. And then he realized too late. They mug off with a freaking $1 million shot. Even though the angle wasn't correct, so I couldn't completely take out the nape and take out Zeke, but... He did knock him down. Damn, y'all, look at that freaking huge... Bruh. That's gonna incapacitate him for a while though, at least. So then we have Eren sort of being shocked. Uh, it's difficult. It could go either way, man. Like I said, this episode was so difficult for me. Like, who do I cheer and what do I cheer for? Because I can't pick a side. Like, I've explained this a couple of times. Like, there is no good side at this point. Yeah, yeah, that's a huge hole it left. Look at that. Jeez. No. The angle wasn't, yeah, the angle was poor. Let's get back into position. Yep, now we have Reiner and Porco, which can try and stop him again. One person shouldn't have the power. Reiner said this back in season 3, I think, as well. Season 2 or season 3. Think season 3. End of season 2 or somewhere in season 3. That he said the power of the Flying Titan fell into the worst possible hands, which is Eren. Yeah, the one person who shouldn't have that power is you, yeah. So we'll see how this plays out. He's got even an ounce of life there. He does. He's gonna get back up. Although he's probably unconscious for the time being. He'll scream. Yeah, he might even do that as a last resort now. Now that he's cornered. And now Falcon them going straight towards him. Oh shit, everything's gonna go down. Anyway, that was really good. Like I said in the reaction part, 9 out of 10, easy peasy. That episode, that was so good. Don't know what is going to happen. There's so many outcomes. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It would greatly help me out, and I would really appreciate it. Also, if you want to see the full reaction to this and to many other anime not on YouTube, consider joining me on Patreon as well. Link in the description down below. And I will see you guys in the next Attack on Titan. Peace.